driver that Matt Kingsley jumped in for Tony Quinn, who was forced out early in the Australian GT race. Seems like a different lifetime this morning. So that's been the biggest story. They've just been workmanlike, driven round and round and round. Very stereotypical Porsche performance in an endurance race.
What you want for endurance racing is a boring white Porsche.
This is a Paul Trustwell truism. Yeah, preferably Swiss-ended, and it just turns around and around and around and doesn't attract any attention whatsoever.
It'll be the last lap at the end of this lap. So when they come on to the cross the start-finish line, when the leading number 36 Mercedes comes across the start-finish line at the end of this lap, it will not be the end of the race, but it will be starting its last lap. So one lap and a bit to go as we watch Alexander Roloff driving across the skyline and down into the S's. More traffic to deal with.
We've got to say a fantastic performance for the Nürburgring.com.au Lotus. They're leading Class C, GT4 class, and Rob Thompson, one of that combination, he's raced at the Nürburgring many times. His father passed away Thursday night, and Rob's raced his 6 times with no result. So this is going to be a hugely emotional performance for them when they get to that checkered flag in, well, a lap and a half really from here.
Rob Thompson, a regular visitor to our comms box at the Nürburgring 24, racing with a heavy heart this weekend. But as that team have pulled together through that personal adversity and pulled out a result like no other. And the team's beginning to gather, Paul, on the pit wall now.
Exactly right, yeah. So it is, just to repeat, this is not the checkered flag, but this is the beginning of the last lap. The last lap, I don't know if they have a last lap board to show or how that will be communicated to the drivers, but this will be the beginning of the last lap. It is 18:59, it's 18 that time now, and although 7 o'clock comes up now, he will have one more lap to complete. So across the line he goes with the lap time of that lap, 2 minutes 33, and he's being closed in upon still by the Ferrari, Craig Baird. There he goes across the line now, but he is a lap behind, so even if he catches up on this last lap, he won't be able to catch up with Alexander Roloff, who will just be able to stroke the car home, but he still has to concentrate, John.
And if you're Baird, you've got to go by. If you are Baird, you have got to go by, because if something happened, and God forbid that would happen, on the way down the mountain the other side, if he catches him, he's got to go by to get back on the lead lap, because that Mercedes, you know, has to finish. And Berto is still pushing on at 28 last time around, 5 seconds quicker than the man in the lead. Bernd Schneider looking pensive, hands in pockets. All of the guys just holding their breath. And this is when it's awful being a teammate and you're not in the car, because you can't do anything at all to affect. And your car is 4 kilometres, maybe less, from winning the first big race here down under for 2013, the Liquid Moly 12 hours at Bathurst. What a day. You've just put it into words.
Aston Martin, St Gallen just going through there. They have had everything the mountain can throw at them and more. It has just been a remarkable performance. Bernd Schneider will add his name to the winners list at Bathurst for the first time and join the greats of touring car racing that have won here over the years. It just has been a remarkable performance. The officials, it's traditional on the outside of the S's there, that marshal's post, very exposed. And every year, that the end of the race, doesn't matter what race it is, leaning right out over the racetrack to cheer these heroes home. Conrod Straight for the last time. 2.2 odd Ks to go for the Liquid Moly Bathurst 12 out. They predicted a 1-2 this morning.
Nearly got it.
John Heinhoff, but not quite. But this is going to be an incredible result for Erebus Motorsport. And you're our guest in Australia. Call them home, mate.
Oh, thanks, mate. That's an honour. Coming down to the final heavy braking area, Alex Roloff then turns left, then right. Don't get too much power over the top of that brow in the road. They'll be smelling it now. They've finally started to come out of the garage. They've been standing there. They didn't want to hex it, and now they come out onto the pit wall. The cameras are there. The flags are there. And AMG and Mercedes-Benz starting an Australian Odyssey in V8 this year. Start 2013 with a big win at the Liquid Moly 12 hours, and there is Berdo coming through in second place, 1 place better than they achieved last year. It'll be Van Gisbergen for the number 5 Porsche coming through in third position. and Crailsey. That is motor racing at its best. Look at the pit straight, look at the pit wall, look at the guys up on the mountain, everybody being cheered home to a man.
Where is Betty? Where is Betty? Oh, she's going to be emotional after this one. Worked so hard to get this team up, so much investment. There's Melrose. The Holden made it to the line. That is just outstanding. And if there's anyone in tears at the end of this race, I think it's going to be Mel. What a day. We saw the Hunter Sports Group Porsche team come through and take Class B. So 10th outright. They were 4th outright last year. They've won Class B 2 years in a row. Well done, the Hunter Sports Group team.
Bernd Schneider, you just won the 12 Hours of Bathurst in a car that you basically created. What's going through your head right now?
It's unbelievable. We are so happy. We are all three first time here in Bathurst. We heard so much about the circuit and it's so challenging. And in the beginning we were really a bit struggling with the track. But during the race the car was awesome and the Airbus team was unbelievable. The strategy was very good. The car was perfect and I think we all three very, very happy and we will have a big party tonight.
Thomas Jaeger, how about you? How excited are you?
I'm totally excited. Thank you to the team because as Bernd said at the beginning it was very difficult for us to come here, but then we improved step by step and in the end strategy, the mechanics did a great job and we were very happy that we won the 12-hour race here.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, great result for Erebus. Fantastic job from Bernd Schneider, Thomas Jaeger and Alex Roloff getting home. Clearwater go one better than they went last year for second with Mok Wen Sung, Craig Baird and Matt Griffin. And Clark Gwynn, Shane Van Gisbergen and Matt Kingsley on the podium in third place. But there are our winners. The Grinners all right. What an amazing day and what an amazing race it has been. And as usual, the mountain has thrown just about everything at Mount Panorama. On behalf of the entire team, more than 300 officials, our hardworking production staff and all the commentators, thanks for watching the 2013 Liquimoli Bathurst 12 Hour. We'll see you in 2014.
And we're racing it down the inside. There goes the Clearwater Ferrari in the Hell's Corner, exactly as we thought. That's exactly what happened.
Speed Week returns next week. Join Mike Tomalaris at 5 o'clock for Cycling Central.
Real is not